I bought the Washington Post fundamentally because I think it's an important institution. It's the newspaper in the capital city of the United States of America. It has historically done a great job of covering the federal government. I wanted to see that continue. I wasn't seeking to buy a newspaper. It was not in my mind back in 2013, and I got approached by Don Graham, who, when I talked to him about this, I basically said to him, look, I'm probably not the right guy because I don't know anything about the newspaper business. And he said, we've got a lot of people at the Post who know a lot about the newspaper business. We're really looking for somebody who can help us with the internet. And so after a lot of conversation, I finally decided to take that on, and I took it and take it today as a very serious responsibility. I am very missionary about it. I care about it. I care about the independence of the newsroom, and I don't want to let Don Graham down because he was very selective in passing it on to somebody. I wouldn't let the newsroom down. I love the technology team, and they've been experimenting now, and they've found some things that work, and it's super exciting. In many ways, Amazon, we run Amazon and the Washington Post in a very similar way in terms of the basic approach. We attempt to be customer-centric, which in the case of the Post means reader-centric. And you could be, I think you can get confused. You can be advertiser-centric, and what advertisers want, of course, is readers. And so you should be simple-minded about that, and you should be focused on readers. And if you can focus on readers, advertisers will come. So also at Amazon, we try to be inventive and experimental, and we try to do that at the Post. And then finally, we take a long-term orientation at Amazon, and we do that at the Post. So all of this, so the domain is different, journalism versus e-commerce and web services, but the approach has been the same. And it's working well. We have a great team. The technology team at the Post is outstanding, and it was when I bought it. I didn't have to do that. We've added to it, but it was already good. The newsroom was already good. We already had Marty Barron, who's a fantastic editor. I didn't hire Marty. He was already in place. So there was already a fantastic team, and what they needed is a little bit of runway and the encouragement to experiment and to stop shrinking. You can't shrink your way into relevance. And so they had gone, because they needed to, because of financial pressure, they had gone from 900 journalists in the newsroom down to below 600. Since in just the last couple of years, we've added more than 140 people to the newsroom. We've grown the technology team very significantly, and we've grown our way into profitability instead of shrinking our way into profitability. This is not a philanthropic endeavor, and the reason is, for me, I really believe that a healthy newspaper that has an independent newsroom should be self-sustaining, and I think it's achievable, and it is achievable. We've achieved it. We made some money in 2016. We'll make money again here in 2017, and so there, again, I'm not against. There may be some papers that end up being supported by foundations, and if that's the right thing for those papers, I'm perfectly fine with that. But for the Post, I think it's really important that the team, remember, constraints drive creativity. The worst thing I could have done for the Post, I believe, is to have said, don't worry about revenue, whatever you need, just do the job, because that wouldn't actually lead to I don't think that would lead to as much quality as you get when there are, in fact, constraints